Now, it's been a tough few weeks for Vicar Charles and his son Ethan in Emmerdale, and it's about to get even harder. Kevin Mathurin, who plays Charles, will be telling me more in a moment, but here's a reminder of their story so far.
No. Slow down. Vicky, I'm over the limit. No, he's coming. Come on. You're all right. He wasn't the one that was driving the car. I was. Dad, what have you done?
If Nicky doesn't pull through, he is going to wish he was dead.
It's a hit and run, for God's sake. Someone's responsible.
I didn't see. Don't know who it was.
Well, Kevin joins me now. We cut away just before we could see that evil stare from the vicar down the road. I think something is up.
Well, I wouldn't say
something is
evil.
happening, Charles. No, not evil. No, you're a man of God, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah, but it's been a tough few weeks.
It certainly has. Real difficult decisions between his faith and being a parent, which I found really difficult to film, actually. I was like, oh, would I have made those decisions being a parent myself? And a lot of people have it's raised a great conversation amongst the cast members as well, and amongst friends as well, yeah. Like,
so the dilemma being, would you
basically call the police on your own kids?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Your moral duty to society.
Your moral duty, yeah, exactly.
Versus your parenting instinct.
Yeah.
And what
really
did you feel when you were playing it? Could you? Because you've got 2 kids, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Yeah. What I felt, I was like, I just kept on questioning. I was like, would I do that to my own kids? Do you know what I mean? And some people have been messaging me like, that's a tough decision, bruv, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah, hopefully I'm not going to be in that position to have to make that decision.
No, but it is one of those universal themes, actually, isn't it? Of sort of where your parenting instinct is so strong, even if it's to do the wrong thing. You know, is it possible to do the wrong thing for the right reason? Or the right thing for the wrong reason, almost. You know, it's a really complicated thing.
First and foremost, you just want to protect your child, don't you?
Yeah, and were you quite emotional filming those scenes then?
Very. It's been a very emotional storyline leading up, and what's going to be happening beyond that as well. So, yeah, it's been very tiring.
Yeah, and of course Ethan could be in danger, couldn't he? So he's been hit by a car. I think we saw a little bit of that there.
Yeah.
Charles is now worried about him.
Yeah.
Just about in general how his fitness and health is.
Yeah.
This terrible accident. So let's just I say accident, but anyway, more on that in a minute. But let's just take a look at this. Is a clip from tonight's episode now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did I hear my name being mentioned?
Yes, Batty, as you did. Should you be running?
Dad, don't start, please.
Tell him, Doctor. It's too soon after his accident.
If he takes it easy, he should be OK.
Just so you know, Mum can't make it tomorrow.
I didn't know you'd been in touch.
Yeah. I messaged her a few days ago. I thought I should, you know, just in case I get sent down.
So, why can't she come?
She's moved to Australia. They go down under, and I get banged up.
Right, so he does go for that run. But Charles's fathering instinct to say, is it safe to go out? Are you ready? It was right. It's going to be proved right, isn't it?
Well, I don't think it's because of the run, but definitely, like, he's, you know, thinking he's just had a hit and run. The injuries looked really serious. And, yeah, there is a moment on the day of the hearing that Ethan collapses in the house.
Right, OK. And, you know, look, could we see, then, Charles's dark side come out? Because this is his flesh and blood, his son. Even though he knows he's done wrong, you know, his son did something bad.
Yeah.
But now, that instinct to protect...
Of course.
...might come out. How much can you tell us? I know that whenever we get soap stars on the show, they must be briefed by the PR team going, do not give too much away.
I can't stand spoilers, man. It spoils it for the viewers, man. Just keep watching.
Right, so give us a little... What can you tell us about where Charles's character is going?
Well, obviously, like you said, Charles is being very protective over his son. Ethan, who's played by Emil John amazingly, he's done an amazing job. He's feeling guilty and remorseful about what he's done to his friend anyway, and I think that's enough, do you know what I mean? Ooh. And he's facing the consequences of his actions. So being alienated and persecuted by the rest of the village, Charles isn't having it.
He's not having it.
No. So when the hit and run happens, he's gunning. He's got his speculations on who it might be, but he's just basically wanting to protect his son no matter what.
Now, Kevin, when you came into the studio earlier, let me tell you at home, I said, oh, you're busy this week? You said, no, not until Thursday. I said, well, why have you got loads of time off from filming? What does that mean for your character?
No, it's nothing to do with the character.
Yeah, you say that.
You're trying to rope me into sort of revealing some stuff. I'm not saying a thing.
You're not saying... Now, listen, but the running is what? You'll see... The scenes we're seeing now on TV were filmed 8 weeks ago.
Yeah. We always film, like, with between 6 and 8 weeks ahead.
Right. So if you've got a quiet period of filming now, does that mean in the next 8 weeks something happens to Charles's character, which means that you disappear? You disappear from view.
I'm just an actor having a bit of time off.
Is that right?
That is right. And that's all you're getting from me.
That's all I'm going to get from you. Listen, Emmerdale's just celebrated 10,000 episodes, and now you've been in quite a lot of them recently.
Yeah.
What's it like for you? Because you came in as the vicar, what was it, about 4 years ago now? How's that changed? Has it changed your life? Because I suppose there's something about the regularity of this work for an actor on the personal side, but also just the fact that you're in people's homes every single day, essentially.
Yeah, it's life-changing. I joined during lockdown when we weren't sure whether the industry was going to ever pick up again. So it was just a great sort of time to know that...
Well, it was a godsend to know you became as a vicar.
Yeah, that bills are going to be paid for another year at least. And I know where I am with financially, and the family...
For your kids,
yeah, man, and the family are good. And it's just rolled over and, the contract's been renewed and... sort of making me realise that...
Well, vicars are always such an important part of Emmerdale. They play such, critical characters,
Definitely. We're in everyone's business.
You're in everyone's business. Lovely stuff. Right. It was great to see you. I can't wait to see what happens with the character this week.
Thank you.
It's a big one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's a big one. Stay tuned.
All the drama.
Lovely to meet you as well.
And you. Now, Emmerdale continues tonight at 7 o'clock on ITV1 and ITVX.